Oh, well, hello. This is going to be an interesting stream. I don't know how it's going to work. No, I'm not playing No Man's Sky. It's just I just set it to gaming and it's defaulted to No Man's Sky. Cuz I guess that was the last thing I had it set to. Even though I played Ocarina last time. Welcome. How's everyone doing? What's everyone doing? What's everyone up to? How's everyone's summer? That's a good question. As soon as we get some more people, which I think posting stuff on Twitter will help. Posting the stream on Twitter. Let's hope that I can actually read chat today. Unlike last time where I couldn't read the chat for about a half hour. But yeah, also on Discord I should post. 1 second, I can't read the chat while I'm doing Discord because I only have 2 monitors. Actually, I could just pull this in the other monitor. But yeah, welcome to the live stream. No chat yet, huh? Because this kind of is dependent on chat, like how I'm going to start, like what the chat wants me to play, and yeah. Pro man, how it do? Bring some more people, man. I need more chat for this to work. This isn't gonna work unless I have God. Why does this always go off during streams? I got my hands on a Mountain Dew. Just a regular Mountain Dew. Nothing special, just a Mountain Dew. Yeah, here's how this is gonna work. This is gonna be a weird how do I explain this? This is a bizarre idea that I just had, and it might go terribly wrong. It might go really well, but I am starting streaming. I have a lot of games. I keep wanting to buy games on Steam, but I have a lot of games on Steam. I currently have on Steam, I have 243 games, and I have not played a lot of those. A lot of those I just haven't touched. And most of the ones that I have touched, I haven't beaten. And I wanted to remedy that by forcing myself to play through most of my games before I go out and buy more games, because I do get a spending problem when I start buying games left and right. It's a bad idea. It's a bad time. But yeah, I came up with this. Check this out. Yeah. The comprehensive list of all of the games that I want to eventually play on stream. For whatever reason, I thought doing this on stream was a good idea. So here we are. That's how this is going to start. And it begins with Amnesia. I just did this in alphabetical order. I I don't know if I want to do Amnesia on stream. Beginner's Guide is good. I know Beginner's Guide is a pretty short game, so I could try that one out first. I don't have it installed, so let's do, oh god. that's good window, good stream. Okay, let's back up. I've only played, like you can see up here, I've only played 44 minutes of the Beginner's Guide. So that's one that I'd want to get over with. So I think I'll take your recommendation, Pro Man, first and play Beginner's Guide all the way through on stream. And I might just go like in alphabetical order. Like I'm thinking that and should I add Cuphead to this? I don't think I want to play Cuphead all the way through, even though I have all 3 Dark Souls games here. I might actually get Dark Souls Remastered in order to play that on stream. And yeah. So Beginner's Guide will be done in a little bit. Let me do this. There we go. I want to play through these games and then uninstall them. That's my goal. Because I don't have most of these installed. Like Call of Duty I don't have installed. Borderlands I do. BioShock 2 I don't have installed. I have all Dark Souls. No, I don't have Dark Souls 1 installed. Okay. Doom I don't. That would take hours. Multiple hours to download if I ever wanted to do that. For Honor. I don't know anything about For Honor. All I know is that it needs a controller. But yeah, Beginner's Guide is only 50% done. So let's go back to starting soon for a bit, because I will be starting soon. I've played through a little bit of the Beginner's Guide and I thought it was kind of pretentious. So it'll be interesting for me to do my commentary over top of the game's commentary. I am done with Plants vs. Zombies, I'm sorry. But I will play a little bit of Plants vs. Zombies while we're waiting for the game that I'm playing to install. I'm playing the Beginner's Guide. Well, also Mason12 Red Blue, how's it going? Welcome. Let's just actually just straight up listen to some Plants vs. Zombies. What is the best track from this game? I think this is the best one. It might not be. Yeah, this is the best one. I'm doing pretty good. Wow, this is loud. Let's see. Oh, the game's done, so game is done downloading. So I will launch that in a second here. But I freaking love this soundtrack. I kind of do want to play more Plants vs. Zombies, but like I have so many things to play. Like I don't know if you I guess you weren't here when I mentioned it, but I'm doing this trash. Yeah. So here are like all of the games that I haven't beaten on Steam. And I want to play all of them on stream for whatever reason. I thought that was a good idea. I know it's going to be a terrible idea in the long run, but I think we'll start with the Beginner's Guide and we'll just take it from there. So, shit. So let us begin the marathon of every Steam game that I own with the Beginner's Guide. I don't know how this game ends. I've played through it a little bit. Make sure your guys' audio's on, guys. Hold on. Okay.
Hi there. Thank you very much for playing the Beginner's Guide.
Thank you for so much.
My name is Davey Reedon. I wrote The Stanley Parable, and while that game tells a pretty absurd story, today I'm going to tell you about a series of events that happened between 2008 and 2011. We're going to look at the games made by a friend of mine named Coda. Now, these games mean a lot to me. I met Coda in early 2009 at a time when I was really struggling with some personal stuff, and his work pointed me in a very powerful direction. I found it to be a good reference point for the kinds of creative works that I wanted to make. So just to start you off, this is, I think, the first game he ever made. It's a level for Counter-Strike. You can walk around here, by the way. And mostly it's just Coda learning the basics of building a 3D environment.
Looks like a level from Counter-Strike.
What I like is that even though he starts from the simple aesthetic of a desert town,
oh shit,
he then scatters these colorful abstract blobs and impossible floating crates around the level. And of course, it destroys the illusion that this actually is a desert town, and instead this level becomes a kind of
do I have a console actually?
Card.
Options, keyboard and mouse. No, I can't get into console unless I did it from
like a reminder that this video game was constructed by a real person. And it kind of makes you wonder, what was going through his head as he was building this? This is what I like about all of Coda's games. I mean, not that they're all fascinating as games, but that they are all going to give us access to their creator. I want us to see past the games themselves.
Whoa, do you see that rendering?
To know who this human being really is. And that's exactly what we're going to do here. So, it's 2008, Coda starts making these games, and he never releases any of them. He doesn't put them onto the internet, he just makes them and then immediately abandons them, and they sit on his computer forever. And I think he really understood this image of himself as a recluse. At one point, he jokingly renamed his computer's recycling bin to Important Games Folder. So, you know, this was just how he worked. He tended to crank them out one after the other without even really pausing to try to understand what he just made. Until suddenly one day, he just stopped. In 2011, that was it. He made his last game, and then he hasn't made another one since. And that's why I've taken this opportunity to gather all of his work together. Is because I find his games powerful and interesting, and I'd like this collection to reach him, to maybe encourage him to start creating again. And if the people like you who play this also happen to find his work interesting, then I'm sure it'll just send that much stronger of a message of encouragement to Coda. So thanks for joining me on this.
And
if you have a particular interpretation that I haven't mentioned here, or if you just need to get in touch, you can email me at daveywreden@gmail.com. Okay, that's about it for introduction. Let's take a look at Coda's first proper game.
I wish this guy would stop talking.
Loading, I'll show you the date that it was completed. This first one was made in November 2008.
I wish this guy would stop to okay, finally I get a chance to talk. Okay, so I've heard good and bad things about this game. I've heard a lot of people say it's pretentious. It is like artists talking about art, which is always pretty pretentious. But I think the most pretentious thing is that this is all just this guy making all these levels, and he's like talking about them as if they're someone else. You're like, what's going through this guy's head? But it is a good like kind of idea to have. It's like, as you look at art, and like video games are art, don't let anyone tell you that that's not the case. But as you look at art or you experience art, like movie, TV show, game, or like a classic painting or literature, it's good to like see, like think of what the person was thinking when they were making that. And I think that's a good thing to think. And I think that's something that high school English teachers don't do enough of, and say like, they say like, oh, this person was thinking way too much about this. No, English teachers overthink everything. Oh shit. I'm out of
This game
bullets.
is called Escape from Whisper, and it's one of the more generic games you'll see from Coda.
I'm out of bullets already. This is also a blight of visual novels. Sure. I mean, visual novels are art, because, like, game
It
and
kinda looks like this
book
game was abandoned
combined.
mid-development. For instance, you have this gun, which you'd think would indicate that there are supposed to be monsters or enemies somewhere, but then clearly there are no enemies anywhere. You can't even reload the gun when you run out of bullets.
Yeah, I've kind of figured that out.
We don't really know. Maybe Coda thought that actually it was complete the way that it is. And I think that we should talk about his games for what they are, rather than for what they're not.
Enemy force neutralized. Begin ship evacuation.
I love how you can see the bottom of the universe from this room.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Here we go. Follow the right wall.
Has a labyrinth on it. Sure, I don't know. There's really no reason for it that I've ever been able to discern, so in the interest of time, I'm just gonna skip you on past it.
Aw, you bitch. I wanted to finish it.
Okay,
Not really.
this is the part that's interesting. The game has this narrative about the Whisper machine and how it has to be turned off, and then you get to the engine room.
Whisper. Whisper.
You there, in the engine room. You could save us all. That beam is powering the Whisper machine. We could disrupt it by introducing a great enough heat signature. If your body could stop the beam.
Hold on.
It's so much to ask, but for all of our lives.
Sorry, I had to adjust my
could you
mic
do
stand.
it? Could you give yourself?
No. Yeah.
Let me pause here for a second. What you just experienced, stepping into the beam and then dying, is probably what Coda had initially intended when he was developing this level. But when he first compiles and plays it, something goes wrong. There's a bug somewhere. And this is what happens instead.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Oh, right. Oh, I remember this part.
The beam causes you to start floating. And this is an important moment for him. Because yes, this is technically a glitch, but Coda identifies something human about it. Like how small it makes you feel in the face of this larger chaotic system. Or this floating could be the afterlife, a peaceful place, juxtaposed against all of the hysteria that you've just had to traverse. I don't even know. I have no idea what he was thinking, but what's clear is that after making this, something lodges itself in his brain. He wants to do more of these really weird and experimental designs. So he stops work on this and moves on to a stream of tiny little games that go in all sorts of directions. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first game he made after leaving this one behind.
Okay. Oh, this is the back rooms, dude.
Yep. In this game, you can
Oh,
only
shit.
walk backwards.
Oh. Oh, that's cool. This is confusing as hell. Holy crap. Whoa.
So it's a short and relatively minimalist experiment combining motion and narrative.
Wait.
It is
hold
less
on.
advanced than the previous game, but actually it seems to be more focused, more
This is
complete.
just the
Coda's
back
trying
rooms,
to
man.
give it a unique voice rather than simply basing it on a pre-existing trope.
She steps and looks, it becomes clearer. But the future is always behind her. Wait. Well, she finds the strength. Ah!
It's a short little thought, it says what it wants to say, and then it ends.
Okay.
Didn't need anything more than that.
Sure.
Which to me is why it works, because it gets out quick. Okay, next one.
This game is, I don't know. I don't know how good this game is. Okay, I can walk forward in this one. Oh, shit. Freaking Slender. That's
And
it?
that's it. Okay, the meaning of this game won't be clear just yet. please be patient with me for a few more games, and I promise you'll see what makes it interesting.
Oh, yeah, okay, I remember what's going on. I'm not gonna spoil nothing that I remember.
Oftentimes, Coda would put bizarre titles like this one at the start of his games.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
I wish I'd known him at the time that he was making these early games. He would really only talk to me about his work as he was making it.
James is here,
Once he
man.
stopped work on a game, like, that was it. It was dead to him. And I don't agree with that at all, but what are you gonna do? Once you've been slowed to an absolute crawl, the door at the top of the stairs opens. So why, if Coda's not showing these games to anyone, why bother opening the door at all? Well, to show you, I'm modifying the game here so that when you press enter, it'll bring you back up to full speed so you can enter the door for yourself.
Okay, nah, I'm gonna make it all the way to the top. Let's have a little moment. Let's have a moment for me to read chat. Even though no one seems to be chatting, everyone seems to be enjoying the game. But yeah, how's everyone doing? What's everyone doing? How are you enjoying the game? Okay, yeah, I'm not doing this. What everyone have for breakfast today? Oh, right. You are a gate.
Room that's warm and nice and filled with little ideas for games. Coda would often tell me that he didn't mind if people thought of him as cold or distant. He said that he knew that he was actually a vibrant and compassionate person, but that it takes time to really see that.
Okay.
It can be a very slow climb.
No breakfast. Damn. I had... What did I have for breakfast? I don't remember. I think I just had... No, I had cereal. I had a honey graham crunch. That was good. Wow, James shows up for frickin' like one message and then leaves. What an ass. Okay.
Well, this is new for Coda. It's an actual puzzle. Go ahead and see if you can solve it.
Oh, I fucked it up. Oh, no, I didn't fuck it
Don't
up.
forget that solution, because we're going to see this puzzle again
Then
soon.
who left? Someone left. I don't know who it was. It's probably... No. Mason, James are still here.
So that seems to be it, right? You walk down a corridor, you solve a puzzle, you get to the end. Simple enough. Alright, now I'm going to modify the game again, so that when you press enter, it'll remove all of the walls from this room.
Ah! This is freaking cool. Press enter.
How about that? There was more to it than we had any way of knowing. I actually find it funny that this game comes after the Stairs game, since they essentially convey the opposite idea. So, in the Stairs game, a dull exterior concealed a rich interior. And then, in this level, a dull interior hides this fantastic
Just working on
outer world.
animation.
Either way, I think that the point is the same. Is that most of the time you don't get to know what you're missing.
This
or
is a
even that you're
this is a
missing
good
anything.
game
That's
to have
your role as a player.
in the background while you're
So
working.
if your role here is not to understand, then what is it?
I wanted to jump off. I want to go backwards. Oh, I can't go backwards. This game is well made.
Aha. So, this, combined with the entering game from earlier, tells us that Coda believes his games are connected somehow. It could even be that the Stairs game and the puzzle game are literally connected in between this and the entering game. There's a bigger picture that all of his games are meant to play a role in, some larger meaning that we won't be able to grasp until we've seen all of them. And once we have, we can step back and start to understand what exactly that bigger picture is.
Yeah, this game is so like relaxing. I mean, as much like garbage as pretentious as I like to call it, it's relaxing.
Let's talk about video game development for a second. Every video game runs on what's called an engine, which determines what the game
He's gonna
can
say
and
it.
cannot do.
He's gonna say
So
it.
in other words, the engine is a set of tools for game development.
He's gonna say it.
To make all of these games, Coda is using an engine called Source.
He said it!
Like all engines, Source has certain things that it does well,
said it.
and it has certain things that it does poorly. One of the things that it does very well is boxy linear corridors. That's why so many of Coda's games are set in these large, flat, empty rooms, is just because he's working with what the engine does well.
I'm just gonna
The
fall.
tools available to the creator shape what kinds of creative work they're going to end up making. You might consider paying attention to the architecture in Coda's games to notice how they seem to stem from an engine that's very good at producing linear, boxy corridors.
I do like the Source engine, which is why they call me the Source Master. Well, hello, prison. Shawshank. Oh. Oh. Welcome to prison, I guess. Oh no, elevator. Welcome to...
This
Yeah.
prison, funny enough, in Coda's original design, the doors stayed shut for a full hour before letting you go. If you don't mind, I think we're gonna skip that.
Okay.
This is something that he and I used to argue about a lot. You know, whether a game ought to actually be playable, whether it means anything if no one can get through it. And I would always defend that, you know, all this work goes into the game, why not make it playable and accessible? And so we just got into heated arguments over it, and there was one time that after one of these conversations, he went home, and a day or two later, he sent me a zip file entitled Playable Games that was full of hundreds of individual games, each of which was just an empty box that you walked around in and nothing else. Believe me, I played every single one of those just to find out if there was like a gag hidden somewhere. There wasn't.
I love this non-existent man, Coda. Little legend.
It's the puzzle again,
Oh shit.
with the exact same solution as the last time. There's still no clear indication of what makes this puzzle so special that Coda is going to return to it over and over. But I promise I'll share with you my interpretation very shortly.
Well, hello.
Here, Coda begins using a kind of dialogue system that he fashioned out of the engine's chat
Oh,
capabilities.
fuck.
Use the 1, 2, 3 buttons on your keyboard to respond.
No, I didn't have to go through that. Nah. I don't... There are other ways to get in and out, yeah. Oh. Oh shit, what? Oh, I picked the wrong answer. What's going on? Journey of the Prairie King? You mean the Stardew Valley minigame? It's not a real arcade game. Sorry to say.
And so we make one last descent, down to the final floor of the level.
This music is really loud. Jesus. Options, audio. What? You can't adjust the music separately? I'll just turn my freaking master volume down. It's fine. What's good, Hood Assassin? I'm playing through every Steam game that I have. Not every Steam game, but I have a lot of unfinished games that I haven't beaten yet. So, I'm playing through all of them, starting with the beginner's guide.
It's a lamppost. Okay, I can't tell you quite why, but for some reason, Coda fixates on this lamppost. It's going to appear at the end of every single one of his games from here on out.
This is my first time. No, I've played through a little bit of it before.
I think that up to this point, you know, he's been making really strange and abstract games with no clear purpose, and maybe you can only float around in that headspace for so long. Because now he wants something to hold on to. He wants a reference point. He wants the work to be leading to something. He wants a destination, which is what this lamppost is. It's a destination. We're going to see it in the work as well. His games are just going to become a lot more cohesive, a lot more fully developed, with more of a clear idea behind them. And as we go, that idea will get clearer and clearer and clearer.
Though this game really, this game really stretches the definition of game, because there's not really much gameplay. It's just a narrative, and you get to. It's just a narrative. You play through, like, you just kind of walk. Nice room. Not.
So first off, I'm sure you can deduce this, but this game is not connected to the internet. All of the notes that you're going to see have been written by Coda. This was actually the first game of his that I ever played. This was shortly after I met him at a weekend game.
Oh, I can't
in
air strafe onto there.
Where I grew up. I saw him working on this very level, and it was just so different from anything that anyone else was doing. So right away I was like, I have to be friends with this person. In retrospect, I think I was probably a bit too pushy, trying to get his attention. I was over-enthusiastic. But he was very gracious about it and very patient with me. And I cooled off eventually. Oh, feel free to skip over any of these notes if they're not doing anything for you. Nothing extra is going to happen if you read all of them. Either way, to me they convey a sense of loneliness. I see this person who's filled with thoughts and feelings and beliefs and has no way to express them except as scattered and unheard voices in a game that wasn't meant to be played.
What the shit is this cavern?
But it's ironic, isn't it? That in playing this game and seeing how alone Coda often felt, that we get to know him better and actually kind of connect with him.
The sailors are looking for
this
it.
idea is really seductive to me. That I could just play someone's game and see the voices in their head and get to know them better and have to do less of the messy in-person socializing.
Okay, I'm gonna see how far this actually goes.
Through your work. I think this is why I always liked Coda's games so much, is because it felt like they let me have that connection. I felt as though he was inviting me personally into his world. And then I feel less lonely too.
And they did this in Mario Maker and Dark Souls. Or no, they didn't. Yeah, they did do this in Mario Maker when Miiverse was a thing. But they did the deaths in Mario Maker, I remember now. I'm not reading all the notes in this. If you want to get this game for yourself, I think it's like, what, like $5 or less. Look at that big ol' ass painting. Whoa, this note's floating higher than the rest. Whoever made this has issues. Good note. I'm guessing they purposely didn't put any Easter egg notes in here. But I do want to...
At the end of this level, we're going to see the puzzle again. And here, I'll tell you what I think the puzzle means. Each of these games represents an idea that was on Coda's mind at the time that he was making it. And the puzzle is a way of closing the door on a previous chapter of his life before moving on to the next one.
This guy moves on way too fast
In each of his games, after exploring a theme that, he might find difficult, Coda can then place this puzzle that he knows has a reliable solution, he understands exactly how it works, and so it gives him a simple mechanism for moving on. And because there's this dark area between the doors, a space between spaces, before you move on, you get to pause. Just for a moment, a few seconds to reflect on and let go of the events that led you.
Oh, it's loud.
To step back and connect the pieces together, to grasp at that elusive bigger picture.
So this is symbolism the game. Frogia, how's it going? This is loud! Porn stars died too.
This one is tough. It's gonna kind of just spin its own wheels for a few minutes. Hang with it.
Oh, I kind of like the idea of this is like the beginning of Portal 2, where just like you just kind of have to sit and relax while stuff happens. Oh wait. I don't remember. This is the beginner's guide. I haven't played, so what I'm doing, this is the start to like a big thing that I'm gonna do this summer, and that is
this is it, the whole game, and there's nothing that's particularly interesting about it. You just walk to the end of a hallway, except for some reason Coda gets really fixated on this prison that has all of this modern furniture, and I don't know why, but he decides he needs to revisit this prison. He's gonna start over, use the same assets, turn it into something else. Okay, cool. Here's version 2.
It's I'm doing this thing, all of my I'm playing through all of the Steam games that I don't that I haven't beat yet. And yeah. So I'm going to be like I have this idea that I want to buy more games, but I want to beat all of the Steam games that I have first. So I'm going to try to do those on stream during the summer, and that's going to take, I'm going to be streaming almost every day because of that, which yeah. And also, well, not every day, because I do want to work on more videos, and I do have a video coming out on Thursday. It is done, so I don't have to do anything now because I am going to Chicago in 2 days. So yeah. So yeah, none of these choices matter, so I'm just gonna like keep pressing 1 or whatever. I've never heard of brick rigs. Oh, whoa.
There's a bit more to this one, but still, it's not really communicating anything. It's kind of just weird for weirdness' sake.
Yeah. I mean, games that are weird for weirdness' sake is a good, fun time.
Okay, he throws it out and starts over. This time he comes at the prison idea from a different direction.
Please walk forward. No. Click on this table. Wait. Touch the shelves. Okay. Wait, what was it? Touch the table. Painting, lamp on and off, couch, shelf, I think. I don't know. Yeah, okay.
And of course, now the table is gone and you can't begin the chain of events.
Okay, sure.
Here's a version where there are no bars, but you can't actually get to the well. And then a version where the inside of the prison is the outside and the outside is the inside. Let me just
Wait.
blink you real quick
Whoa.
through a few more of these. I mean, he really unloaded on this prison idea. There's nearly a dozen of them. Personally, I think it's awful to watch this. To see a person basically unraveling through their world.
Oh, it's the door.
And for what? Like, at what point do you just go, maybe there are game ideas other than this prison that I could be working on? But Coda doesn't have that voice telling you to stop. That particular mechanism
Hell
of
yeah.
defense against yourself. Without it, you just spiral. And so he keeps going and going and going and going and going, and then he hits on something. And he likes it. And that's it. He's done. He stops making prisons. This is the very last version of the prison game that he created. And the reason I think it works is that the prison is not actually in it.
What? It's the goddamn lamp all over again. There's no prison. Yeah. I think I may, like, after I beat this, I may do just alphabetically. I might just play Amnesia. You know? Because Amnesia's the next game that I haven't beat yet. Oh. Hello? Who is this?
It's a conversation. And so this is what Coda wants, is to be able to talk to someone, to share what's on his mind, and to get some good advice from someone who knows. But the irony is that even in this scenario, you're still talking to yourself. You know, all of these games so far are Coda talking to himself.
Lamp. I remember when I used to make, like, chatbots, like, when I first learned how to code. I was, like, in, like, basic. I was like, oh, I'll make a chatbot. It didn't learn anything, it just had, like, coded in responses. You know what else is a fun language? Swahili, and I wish I knew it, because Swahili is a cool language. It's actually, I think Swahili is one of the easiest languages to learn. And I think the hour mark,
I can see why he considers this a fitting conclusion to the prison
I'm
games.
gonna get a
After all of the
snack.
obsession and frustration, just to be told by someone you can trust that things are going to be okay. Wouldn't that be nice?
Swahili sounds like a pair of hip 90s
So what would it
branded
look like
rollerblades.
if Coda wanted to make a game about talking to someone other than himself.
I think it's
To
Swahili.
me, this environment is meant to represent Coda's puzzle, with the two doors on either side and a dark transitional space between.
Swahili means of the coast, so Swahili is language of the
Just
coast.
so you're aware, nothing will happen up here until you've been inside the house.
Okay. So it's an African, a bunch of African countries speak it. And like I said, I heard it's the easiest language to speak or to learn. Clean. Clean. we have a channel in Discord for memes? I have trash.
You'll notice that the
That's the
quality
memes
of the art
channel.
is a step up from previous games, including this new and improved chat system, which he started using from this point on. From here on out, he begins putting much more effort into the
Good.
visual polish of his work.
Good
And this
royalty-free
particular
music.
game took 2 months to create as a result.
Good. This is, like, why would you play a game about cleaning when you could be cleaning in real life? I guess if everything in your house is clean, then you could just, like... If your house is clean and you want some more shit to clean, then you play a cleaning game like frickin' Viscera Cleanup Detail. I kind of like that game, actually. Ugh. No faces. And no frickin' body textures. Whoa. Perfect. Now how about you come clean
After
and...
the intense
wait.
set of prison games, this house cleaning level almost feels like cleansing. It's the moment after a particularly difficult or traumatic experience where you just need to let it sit and digest inside of you, and eventually cohere into something meaningful.
Can I leave?
I know that Coda really liked this game. Of all of his work, actually, this was the only one that he called me up to ask me to come over and look at it. This was during a period of a few months where he was, like, grossly happy all the time. Just walked around with a constant smile on his face.
Nice. I have, like, given up on reading this text. I'm bored. I'm bored of the text reading. That's one thing I don't like in games, is just reading an absurd amount of text. I'm a very happy man. I can agree to that. I am a happy person as well. I like to pretend I'm angry at things, but really I don't get angry. Like books. Wow.
I'm glad he made this. I'm glad he found some peace. But, of course,
why?
it can't last. The music stops, your companion is gone, it's time to leave.
Yeah.
The door at the top of the hill is now open as well. Again, you
Why
can't
are you
stay
happy?
in the dark space for too long. You just
Do you
can't. You have to keep
take
moving.
the
It's how you stay
Xanax,
alive.
or are you like in just a good mood? Just make it hard for yourself to get upset.
Which is the whole point of the puzzle doors, right? That sooner or later you have to pick up and move. I really thought that was the point of it.
Yeah, I have this idea, like, if I'm upset,
This
I'm like, I
one
have
gets
better
a bit
things to do,
goofy.
and then I just, like, move on. It doesn't work for everyone, but it works for me. Wow. These chairs are... Okay, I thought they were like, made as, like, brushes in the engine. I don't know what's happening. A game that has been out for some years is back. Explain what game. I'm just gonna like face backwards. I can't move, I can't jump, I can't crouch.
About halfway through the game, the perspective shifts.
Whoa. Oh, that's cool.
And you play as the teacher. And suddenly, you discover that your teacher is just as bigoted and afraid as you are. Oh, and also you can move around the classroom now.
Oh, shit. Can I just leave? I don't think I've got... I think this is the part where I, like, stopped. No, you know what it was? I played through the last section, and I knew exactly what was going on. I'll explain it.
Totally fulfilled in every way, and completely miss all of the little flaws that make them painfully human. I think
it was the last segment with, like, the cleaning, and I was like, I should be cleaning something real. Like... That was the exact moment I stopped playing.
This one took a lot longer than all the others for Coda to make.
Yeah.
It was 4 months between this and the last one. That's twice as long as it took him to make any other game before this. And it's not like it's particularly complex, so I remember I found that a little strange at the time.
I am the performer. Please appreciate my performance. In this scene, you'll be playing as me. Wait, who's speaking? Whoa, whoa. Lean against the wall. I'm getting Snapchats. Time to read a Snapchat on stream. Where's the bathroom? I gotta read this Snapchat. Hold on, this is important because it's freaking Craig. Wait, what was it? Stop dancing around and have a conversation with this person. I like you. It's a female, kind of. Oh, fuck. Pinball. Can I get, like, infinite loop between a couple of these? Oh, yeah, these two, I believe. No. No. Yeah, hold on. Damn it. Okay. Oh, you play Roblox. Okay, a Roblox game. Ah, the lamp is back. Hello? Ah. Prison.
The game ends with this eerie premonition of what's going to happen next in Coda's life. The solution to social anxiety, to fears of having to perform and having to chase success, the answer for Coda is to withdraw, to hide himself away.
It's getting very dark.
Which leads to scenarios like the stairs that slowed you down several games ago, where it just becomes harder and harder to access Coda's inner landscape because he keeps retreating. He just keeps backing away from possible connections to anyone other than himself. And to be honest, I didn't consider it very healthy when I first played this game. You know, it looked to me like he was trying to justify the idea of just disconnecting yourself from the world. And that wasn't what I wanted for him or for his games. Because I feel like a lot of his games are inviting me to connect with this person, to bring him closer.
Why did I start with the beginner's guide? Because Pro Man suggested it first.
After this,
and I'll play
Coda went
Amnesia
off and
next.
took another 5 months.
I'm only playing the single player ones that I haven't finished. Is the audio quiet? Game audio, I'll turn it up for a bit. Minus 10 dB. Need to keep your eyes closed. I'm not going to do that. I'm not playing with eyes closed. The door. It's here. The door. No, we're gonna die. Yeah. How's the game audio now? Wait, what?
You should probably open your eyes if you haven't already. It's pretty much impossible to solve otherwise. And there is a solution, by the way.
Is it these frickin' knob things that I keep seeing? Oh. Oh. Goodbye, Frogia. Go to lamp. Oh, what? Oh, yeah, I have to put my frickin' shoes in the place of this man's feet. I believe. I can't keep making this. Yeah. Something. That's the truth. It's
like I
draining
said, I was
me.
getting concerned. First off, he's never been this explicit in his work about exactly what he's thinking. So where's that coming from? But then even weirder, his work has potentially stopped being an outlet for him. Not like he's having trouble iterating on ideas, but he literally just can't think of new ideas anymore. And in person, he was being a lot more distant than usual. Like, you know how sometimes a person will just deflect anything that you say in order to keep themselves disconnected all the time? It was that kind of thing. Here was the point in my relationship with Coda where I really started to wonder if he needed my help in some way.
Yeah, okay. This game is getting kind of pretentious.
His games are going to get more desperate from here on out. After this game, it's almost 6 months before he finishes something new.
How's the game audio? Is it okay? Where am I? Oh fuck. Skyblock, Minecraft Skyblock. Shit. Oh shit. How lovely. Oh, the island is gone. I am completely out of ideas. That's the most realistic thing that ever happens to me. I just get out of ideas. This is bizarro. I know this freaking Coda guy isn't real, but it's an interesting idea for a game, like in general. What?
If the last game featured Coda talking explicitly about his creative frustrations, this one turns it up to 11. Now, put yourself in my shoes playing this. Here's a friend whose work is exhibiting signs of struggle, frustration, anxiety, depression, even. And yet, still, he keeps making games. He keeps throwing himself into the grinder even when he clearly doesn't have the energy for it anymore. Why? What is it for? Because from my perspective at the time and just what I knew of him,
door.
this was a result of how isolated he was. He was in his own little bubble, just sitting at his computer all day, not really showing these games to anyone, not releasing them onto the internet, and so he didn't have anyone outside of himself to connect with. He had no outlet to ground himself on.
Audio's cutting out. It might be you.
You can't talk yourself out of loneliness. It doesn't
Not
work
sure.
that way.
Anyone else having audio
You
issues?
can't be the one writing both the questions
Where am I?
and the answers. Then there's no movement. Then there's no circulation. If all of your anxieties are being channeled into your work, then if the work ever fails, you have no backup and you're just going to crash.
That's a good way to think. This game is kind of existential. I like it. I'm liking it more than the first time I played it.
Seeing this game at the time that he made it, it looked really unhealthy to me. I was watching him do this to himself, and I hated it. I hated seeing him so trapped. It's like, video games are not worth this amount of suffering.
This is spooky.
This is someone I really cared about. And I used to get so much joy out of seeing him create. For him to suddenly become angry and frustrated like this, it was the worst thing for me. I don't know. This is what I felt at the time. I don't know how else to explain it. I wanted it to stop more than anything. I had never felt so rotten. I needed more than I had ever needed.
Well, is that a
anything
real
for this
human model?
to stop.
Instead of like a
But
blockhead
it didn't
face
stop.
model?
After finishing this one, Coda takes another 7 months and comes up with a new game.
Jesus Christ. I'm guessing this is close to the end of the game. So after this game, I'm going to take a break and then we can play Amnesia. Ma'am. I intend to be quick. Very good. It calls itself Coda. Oh, shit. Close the door. Close the door. Okay, whatever. Oh, Lord. Where's the machine now? Hello, machine.
And of course, it's the machine.
This is getting more and more bizarre. I mean, that's the point. my followers. I have a troubling revelation. We do not need its games. So this is gonna end up with the guy like killing himself, right? Ah. Oh, I got turned around because of the door. Oh, God. Freaking... Jesus. Oh. Abe Lincoln? Which... Yeah. Okay. Interesting. I can't destroy the floor.
So now the work is becoming self-destructive. And I'll tell you, at the time that I first played this game, shortly after
Literally
he made it,
self-destructive.
here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking that code is stuck in his own head.
360.
And that it's having a very negative effect on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people, to get some actual feedback on his games. It might get him out of isolation. And so, as I'm thinking this, I realize that I could be the one to initiate it. Because it would never occur to Coda to start actively soliciting feedback, so what if I did it for it? If he could see the difference it would make to have more actual conversations with other human beings, would that bring him out of his mental spiral? Would it give him confidence in himself? Would it bring meaning back into his work?
Yeah, shoot it, yeah. Oh, you can actually fall out.
So I started showing Coda's work to people. I took this one, and the islands which you just played, the theater, the notes, the house cleaning game, and some of the prison escape games. I brought them to people that I knew and trusted. I asked their opinions. And the great part is that they really loved his games. You know, the point of it all was just to give him some external reference point, but they genuinely loved his work. There was nothing for him to be afraid of.
Whoa, oh, it was the door puzzle. It keeps coming back. Machine. I wonder if I could have destroyed the machine instead of just the works. There's like a different ending to this game. Put down your weapon. Oh wait, I do get to destroy the machine.
Can you see why I felt like this was the right thing to do? Because it's the thing that I always feel like I need, to be told that my work is good, that I am good. When someone really connects with a thing that I've made, when they see themselves purely in my work, there's nothing that feels better. And I got to give that very same feeling to my friend. I did something...
Look at that pattern.
I really felt like I'd done something good, like I was a good person. I felt like there was a friend who was in trouble
Prism,
and was unhappy and maybe didn't like themselves, and I could fix it. If I could give him this gift, maybe I could fix the problem. When they told me how much they enjoyed his games, it was the best feeling.
No, I'm playing Amnesia next.
It made me feel so happy, so beautifully happy.
This guy's a freaking psychopath. Like the narrator. I'm just kind of realizing this.
So anyway, Coda finishes this game, and then really he just kind of takes off for a while.
He killed
So
himself.
this is June of 2011, and I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess. And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Coda's. This one is called The Tower, and to my knowledge, it's the last game that Coda ever made.
And then he
let's
jumped
take a
off the
look.
tower and something suicide, yeah. Heavy topics. This game is running at 144 frames per second, mainly because my Monitor is now 144 hertz.
And this is where I have trouble saying anything meaningful about Coda's work. Because more than anything else, the tower just feels distant. It feels like it's trying to distance itself from the world. It's a very cold game.
This game makes me feel uneasy, I'll tell you that much. I mean, like I said, it's hard to call this a game. Like, it really
This room
questions your
actually
definition
has a
of...
maze in it. Except that all the walls of the
Hold on.
maze are invisible. And then every time you touch one of the walls, there's this flashing and noise.
Excuse me.
The experience is really miserable. The game goes beyond not being meant to be played. It actually seems to despise the player for trying to play it at all. But I do want to show you the rest of the levels, so when you're ready to continue, press enter and I'll put a bridge over the maze.
Okay, thank you. Can I fall off? Yeah, I can. Platinum Prism. Your name seems kind of unfamiliar, so... welcome to the stream. I believe, I haven't seen
And to be
you
fair,
before.
it's not like this is the first game that's needed some modification to be playable. Like the house cleaning game. You know, that one used to actually loop the cleaning chores and you just cleaned a house forever. I had to cut it off so that you could exit the house and the game would actually end. But that game had an idea that it was actually trying to communicate. What's the deeper idea behind the invisible maze? The only way past this challenge is to randomly guess the 6-digit code. Like the invisible maze, it's frustrating to me, because it's the opposite of everything else that Coda has made. It doesn't encourage thought or engagement. It doesn't ask anything of me, except a lot of my time. If I could have reached him during this time, then maybe I could have asked him, but I couldn't. I still don't really understand why this is here. I'll put the code on the ground for you here, though, so that we can move on.
151617. 111 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Interesting. Yeah, you can tell this is not a real Coda. It's not a real person, but this is a
The
good
switch
narrative.
to open this door is actually on the other side of the door, meaning that it's literally impossible to solve from this side. So even if you somehow brute forced your way through the first 2 challenges and you got to this point, there's actually just no way to progress. And it's scary for me, the idea of Coda cutting himself off entirely, just saying, you know, that's it, that's the end of the conversation, not giving me any way to fix the problem. I feel like a failure, I guess, when I can't fix the problem. But I can open this door for you, so let me do that. Was I a failure for not understanding this game?
Be a mega twist if like this
I don't know
person
why
was
I
actually
wouldn't be. It's
real
not like
and these games were
everything
actually
needs
real.
to have a solution, but I feel it somehow. I feel like I failed, and I don't understand why. I remember, it's June of 2011. I'm playing this for the very first time, and as I'm playing, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know this person. I have no idea who this person is. It wasn't the guy I knew, it wasn't my friend. I had come to so many conclusions from looking at all of his work up to this point, and then suddenly none of them... I had been trying to, though. That was the thing. For years I was trying to get to know him, to understand who he actually was and what he stood for. I asked him so many times to please just tell me what his games mean to him. I asked him please to tell me what the 3 dots mean.
Oh, the 3 dots
he
that
wouldn't.
like freaking he hasn't mentioned that before, but it's 3 dots.
I just felt so strongly that if I could have connected with him, that if I could have
Oh.
somehow made his work my own, that I would finally be once and for all happy. It was that I needed to see myself in someone else. I needed to be someone other than me. But he stopped and left, and it felt somehow like I had failed.
This is a really good story. I never thought of like how good the story was, but like,
Where did I screw up?
wow,
I'm the reason that you stopped making games, aren't I?
that's
It's because of
freaking.
what I did. I poisoned it for you.
You should
think I ever
totally
told you
do that,
this,
James. That would be
But
awesome.
when I took your work and I was showing it to people, it actually felt... it felt as though I were responsible for something important and valuable. And the people who played them, they treated me like I was important. They really listened and cared about what I had to say. Even though I was showing your work,
These
it was
crappy like
I
first
felt
draft
good about
render
myself.
with the shitty shadows.
Finally, for a moment, while I had that, I liked myself.
Stop taking my games and showing them to people against my wishes. Wow. And then this game is just like, here's a bunch of games that he made. Yeah, this is totally not a real person. Stop adding lampposts to them? Oh shit. Big reveal.
And then you stopped, and I didn't have anything left to show people. I just had to be with myself. And as soon as that happened,
Wow.
there was no feeling at all. Nothing. Less than nothing. What does that mean?
Holy shit. This is literally okay. I have to continue. Before I continue. I have a rant. I hate high school English classes, and the main reason I hate it is because they make you read a book, and then they make you analyze it like more than you should. Like more, you analyze it more than the author did while they were writing that book. It's like, here's the symbolism that doesn't exist, but it might be the author being symbolic of something, and it's really just like, I don't know. It's like someone gives someone a rose. It's like, oh, it's a symbolic thing because the rose represents blood and the heart, and it's like, no, they're just giving someone a rose. I don't freaking know. This is literally the game telling you that, like, don't overanalyze artist shit, because don't like try to put hidden meaning into it where it doesn't exist. That's something I believe, that like, don't try to make hidden meaning out of stuff. Yeah.
I'm afraid that I
The
did
curtains
something
were
really
blue,
stupid
yeah.
because I don't like myself.
Don't say anything. There's no handle, is there? Nope. There's no handle. You're trapped.
That's why I'm releasing this collection of your work, is because I haven't been able to find any other way to reach you. I've tried everything. And so a part of me has hope that if I put this compilation out into the world, and if I put my name on it, that maybe enough people will play it so that it'll find its way to you, so that I can tell you that I'm sorry. I know I screwed up. If I apologize to you truly and deeply, will you start making games again? Please. I need to feel okay with
I
myself
told you this
again.
narrator
And
was a
I always
psychopath.
felt okay as long as I had your work to see myself in. I mean, is something wrong with me? Because I know that I did an awful thing, and I'm doing it again right now. Like, I'm showing people your work, but I can't stop myself from doing it. That's how badly I need to feel something again, like I'm an addict.
Wow.
There has to be something wrong with me. Can I apologize?
Time to
what if I
get
tell you I was wrong?
squished.
Will that work? Will that fix it? I
Time
don't
to
know.
get
I don't think it
frickin'
will, but there's nothing
squished.
else that I can do. Just tell me what you want. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please, start making games again. Please help me. Please give me some of whatever it is that makes you complete. I want whatever that wholeness is that you just summoned out of nothing and you put into your work. You were complete in some way that I never was. And I want to know I want to know how to be a good person. I want to know how not to hate myself.
Doors.
Please. I'm fading, and all I want is to know that I'm going to be okay.
Wow. Epilogue. This got frickin' deep and like spooky. Oh shit! This is like the museum ending to the Stanley Parable. I mean, this guy, the same guy narrating, is the guy who made the Stanley Parable. So, which is a game I would play on stream, but like it's been done so many times that.
More love, more praise, more people telling me that I'm good. Always more. It's like a disease.
What's this game? This is the beginner's guide.
Solution.
Better than I remembered it before, because I didn't get all the way through before. I got like halfway through.
I guess if someone had told me ahead of time that he just really enjoyed making prison games.
This isn't other people's work.
Maybe
This
I
is
wouldn't
this
have
guy's
thought he was
work.
so desperate.
It's kind of obvious that that's the case,
Wouldn't
but
have
like
told so many people that he was depressed.
I don't know. It's a pretty good narrative that like this is some
Maybe
other
he
person's
just
work.
likes making prisons.
Otherwise, this probably would not have costed money. This is like the barest. Okay, this is. I'll give this game. Game review. Like just short like stream
Even
review.
now, the disease
Shush.
is telling me to stop. Don't show people what a shitty person you are. They'll hate you.
This game is like the purest form of like the best way to tell a story in a game, and that's through audio. Audio and the visuals that games give you. And don't put text on a screen, because that's like the worst thing you can do when telling a story in a game. In Source Engine games, you never notice how like short you are. Like this door is like 12 feet tall. Unless you're like a child. Okay. I'm really digging this though. This is a good play. This is a good stream choice. Telling the story through the gameplay mechanics.
If I knew that
That's
my
how
life
Portal
depended on
worked.
finding something to be driven by other than validation,
Kind of.
what would that even be? It's strange, but the thought of not being driven by external validation is unthinkable. Like, I
Okay.
actually cannot conceive of what that would be like.
You know why? You know why this game feels like the Stanley Parable is because it was made by the exact same guy. It was made by the same guy who made the Stanley Parable, or like one of the lead developers. And I do have that game. I do like it, but I'm not going to stream it just because that's something that I'd want. Like, if you haven't played the Stanley Parable, that's something you should do for yourself and not watch.
What now?
If you can't understand dialogue in games like Portal 2, Half-Life 2, then yeah, that's okay.
I think I need to go. And I'm sorry, because I know that I said that I would be here and I would walk you through this, but I'm starting to feel like I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot that I need to make up for, and so I'm just
Can't believe this guy
gonna...
stole 2 games and sold them on Steam.
Okay.
Davy's gone too far. Oh, you know what game I want to get that has like the same narrator as the Stanley Parable? I need to get a frickin' new game, Void Bastards. It looks so good. It's a frickin' FPS roguelike, which is a game that I've always wanted. Sorry for anyone with OCD, but I'm not going through that gate ever. I will go through this gate though. This is the worst tutorial narrated. This is the end of the game. Can I jump off the edge, like, over here? Can I, like, look off the edge? No. It was made well enough that you can't jump off the edge. But now I have to walk all the way around. Yeah, this is a good play. If you want to play it for yourself, then go for it. But it's the same thing every time you play it. Not like the Stanley Parable. It's got the same ending. It's a linear. I bet the Stanley Parable was really easy to develop. Just because of how Source Engine works. I mean, not really easy, but like relatively, because you just like copy and paste a lot of assets. Like games that are meta in a way. Yeah, I do like this and Stanley Parable because they're pretty meta. They like talk about themselves. It's pretty good. Stanley Parable's written in a coffee shop. That wouldn't surprise me, honestly. I feel like that game is like a first draft of a story. Oh, okay, yeah, it does end up with someone killing themselves, and that's gonna be me in the beam from the beginning of the game, or like the second level. What's my favorite route? I don't know. There's a lot of good ones. I don't want to say because I'm guessing there are people here who haven't played it. People who might watch the VOD who haven't played it. I do, like, if you don't have the Stanley Parable, I recommend getting it for yourself. The broom closet ending. Yeah, it's a good one. Oh, I'm gonna float, right? I'm not gonna die, I'm gonna float. No, it's gonna kill me. Yeah, I'm gonna float. Okay, cool. Whoa, shit. Yeah, I've seen every route in that game. I'm hoping for them to like silently release an update. Wow, that's loud. Hold on. I'm hoping they silently release an update with more endings. That would be freaking sick. Welcome to the maze. Nice skybox. I can see where the skybox begins and ends. Yeah. I don't remember how many levels there are. I can check after I'm done. And then I'm going to take a break, get a snack, and then I'm going to play Amnesia for a while. Good. Okay. For R.
Turn back from this cave. You said, let me prove that I'm brave. Let me
Jesus.
keep going.
Oh, Jesus.
But the cave goes for miles and miles and miles.
Good game.
And you
Not the
are
best, but
so
it's good storytelling.
tired. But I know that you're strong. So turn back. Turn back.
Cool. That's pretty neat. Okay, how many levels were there in here? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, it just says chapter on there. Okay, 17 levels. So it's actually shorter than Portal, even though I've been playing for an hour and a half. Then I can beat Portal in like less than 30 minutes. Um, this is good, but I probably would recommend just watching a silent playthrough of it yourself rather than buying it if you do want to experience this game. It's pretty good. It's good storytelling, like I said. It's like it's basically I'm gonna use the title here. It's the beginner's guide to telling a story in a video game. This is like the simplest way to do it, and like the best way to do it. The best simple way to do it. The best way to tell a story in a game, I think, is just through like through visuals that you can find, and like certain audio. Like you can, the best way to tell a story in a video game is give the player the ability to completely ignore it, and this game didn't do that. So it's not the best, but it's pretty good, pretty damn good. I will be back after I take a break, after I get a snack, and yeah, I'll play Amnesia next. Yeah, Breath of the Wild did a really good job with story, just because of like how the environment was. Okay, I will be back. Meaning I will put on the BRB screen. See you in a minute. I am back. I got a granola bar, which has good energy, good carbs, a little bit of protein. But yeah. So next game that I will be playing is a classic, a YouTube internet classic. When did this game come out? 2010. So it's kind of old, almost 10 years old. But I am going to be playing Amnesia just because I'm going. So I can. So I have my thing here. If I go to my window and I do this, this is my list of games that I'm going to be playing at some point on stream. Probably gonna play all the way through on a lot of these. Oh God, I lost it. Okay, there it is. But I can cross off beginner's guide because I did that one. So yeah. Next game will be Amnesia. And let's hope that works in OBS. I haven't played through Amnesia all the way, and I'm not going to do a face cam because I don't react well. I'm not a reactionary type guy. If I don't get like spooked. I just get how do I explain it? I get creeped. I've played a bunch of horror games on stream before when I'd played Halloween. Play in a dark room and wear headphones for best effect. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. New player toast. Yeah. Options. Let's make sure everything's running at the right resolution. 00. That's not right. 1920 1080. Oh. Let's restart real quick. Okay. Is this James's roommate talking? Because I know James has like roommates now. Or is this actual James? Or is this Coda? Or no, this is frickin' Davey taking over. Okay, let's start a new game. Normal. Tinderboxes and oils are hard to come by. Nah, I won't do normal. Davey pretending to be Coda. What an asshole. I made these games. These are my games. Even though it's the opposite. Coda made these games.
Some things mustn't be forgotten. The shadow hunting me. I must hurry. My name is Daniel. I live in London at Mayfair. What have I done? This is crazy. Don't forget. Don't forget. I must stop him. Focus. My name is... I am Daniel.
I am Danielle. I should get a noise gate because I want to chew gum on stream and I don't want the that sound, that like really loud sound that I just make that like peaked my microphone. Okay, so we have the Pepto-Bismol on the ground. I think it's Pepto-Bismol. Yeah, okay. So this game, if you get motion sickness, this game is not good because of how oh god, this sensitivity is so low. Hold on. Let's turn it up. Let's see how that is. Yeah, that's a lot better. Tinderbox. There's a lot of if you also jump scare easily, this is not a good game for you. Or get like creeped. I doubt anyone wants gum ASMR from me. I think if you click on this door, it does something spooky. Yeah. I thought there was like goop. It like did goop. I wonder how long... Okay, so you go in here and then like the door slams, I believe. If you, I don't remember what you have to do. No, you have to like go... I remember this now. And you also have the sanity meter, and it makes like more... What do you call it? It as you lose sanity, like the screen starts warping and shit, and it's really dumb. Yeah, creepy noises. I'm gonna be playing this game. I don't know. I've seen this game enough that like the jump scares aren't that bad. Like this is all right. This is, I mean, I'm not freaking creeped. Crystal clear. This is gonna be... I don't have my lantern yet, so... Where do you get the lantern? I don't remember. If you go in here, the door slams and all the lights go out. Yeah. Door doesn't slam. Okay, cool. I might have to look up walkthroughs for this game because I don't remember how it goes. Slight headache. Bugs, cockroaches, like crazy. Maybe I should get out of here, possibly. There's nothing in here though. Or I mean, like I remember there being something in there, and I don't know. Is the man scared of the dark? I guess the guy you play as is. Lantern. Another method I use is to keep talking, because if you keep talking, then you get distracted, and you don't get spook. You get no spook. What is rumbling? This game.
"19th of August, 1839. I wish I could ask how much you remember. I don't know if there will be anything left after I consume this drink. Don't
Nice.
be afraid, Daniel. I can't tell you why, but know this. I choose to forget. Try to find comfort and strength in that fact. There is a purpose. You are my final effort to put things right. God willing, the name Alexander of Brandenburg still invokes bitter anger in you. If not, this will sound horrible. Go to the inner sanctum, find Alexander, and kill him. His body is old and weak, and yours, young and strong. He will be no match for you. One last thing. A shadow is following you. It's a living nightmare, breaking down reality.
Cool.
I have tried everything, and there is no way to fight back. You need to escape it as long as you can. Redeem us both, Daniel.
I'm
Descend into the
gonna
darkness
chew some
where
gum.
Alexander
Kind of.
waits
I'm gonna be
and
as
murder him.
quiet as I can with this gum. I'm
Your
sorry
former
if it gets
self,
annoying.
Daniel.
Tinder boxes. Ah, lever. Ah, I see. Welcome to the main section of the game, I believe.
Alexander, is it inside the castle?
In a manner of speaking. Come, bring the lamp. You've been to the refinery, have you not?
I don't believe I have. Is it connected to the... what did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery. In fact, it lies beneath the very stone of Brennenburg.
Okay, so you touch this, you get all creepy, and then it gets all like flesh, like mucus all over, and slight headache. Biggest dickest energy. I am the biggest dickest energy right now. I'm guessing go in here first. Laboratory. Oh, wait. Isn't there a map? Wine cellar. No, I need to do laboratory first, I believe. A spook. Oh, shush.
What was that?
I don't remember how the enemies work in this, so... I know you get, like, creepy, invisible water creatures.
There should be more coop racks. Let me see. And one part aquaforce.
I need to go find those things, correct? Some scene of fish, something. Wine cellar, okay. I don't know what I'm doing. Boring game called Spooky's House of Jump Scares. Maybe. Never heard of it though. I think this section is where you see the first monster. Oh, shit. No, first monster is upstairs, I think. Okay. Archives. Why is it in a different language if we're in London? Also, how long is this game? Let me check real quick. How long is Amnesia: The Dark Descent? 8 hours. Okay. That's reasonable, I guess.
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me.
When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Lake.
Okay, I don't care about lore. I don't care about lore right now. Nothing. And nothing else in this room. My monitor brightness is high enough that I can just see stuff without turning on the lamps. I will turn on lamps occasionally for the sake of streaming, you know. Good noise.
17th of May.
Shut up. Don't care about lore. Ah. I can't deal with like the noise and like the. That's the only reason I'm gonna be doing lights. Okay. I know there's like a key to the wine cellar in here. I think. I shouldn't have said I know if I think. Spook noise. Good spook. Oh.
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just
Everything
buying
moving
time
in slow
anyway.
motion. Like
Let's
I
do
threw
what
that
we
and it
can.
fell really slow.
There isn't much to be done about the walls. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
Interesting. Fascinating. God damn it. What is happening?
17th of May, 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light. It was waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light. I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The
Non-Euclidean.
next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
Where's the hammer? I need a hammer to like break through this. Is it in a drawer? Inside the piano? Oh. I think that's just... No, it's... No. Okay, I don't freaking know what's next. Oh, I got blocked in. Okay. Meaning secret exit? Oh, chest. What is in? Oh, right. Secret book. Secret bookcase? Secret, break? Cannot break. Frickin' weakling. Oh, throw chair. Or throw rock. Throw stone head. Yeah, okay.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
Okay, cool. That was easy as hell. Holy shit. Time to hide. Yes. Because this zombie dude is gonna show up. See ya, James. Yeah, hear that? Can hear him walking around. Is he gonna go? Can I like keep playing the game? Hello? Hello? So like, what the hell is happening? Oil. Creepy piano. Ah, there we go. That's where he is. Meaning, go hide in closet. Okay, what do I do? What? Does he just go away after a while? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Good noises. Good enemy. Hello? What the frickin' trash just happened? This is terrible. All was good. Sanity. Eh. Can I light this? No. Wine cellar. More zombie. Oh. Key.
Where did the Baron go?
Who cares? He left us enough wine to last us a lifetime.
Oh, map.
Or at least until tomorrow.
So how do I get there? Good. Good shit. Freaking just kill me. I got knocked the fucking frick out. How much Earl do I need? Almost full. How do I leave? I can't move this. I'm lost. I'm... Oh. Interesting. Neato Toledo, Danny DeVito. Where next? I guess straight. Here's the other one. Good. What else? That's the only one there, so I guess... Zombie? Enemy is near. If an enemy is near. Okay. I feel like I can outrun them, though. Is that a thing? Nice. Where else do I need to go? I think that's it. Have I gone in that door? Ah! No, I did go in this door. Have I gone this way? And there's... Oh, cool. Good. I think I got everything I needed from there. Back from a showet. Welcome back from your showet. How was it? Was it warm or cold? Did you take cold showets to prevent yourself from doing the dirty? I think I got everything I needed. If I didn't, I'm gonna be mad. Because I'm gonna have to go back and get big spooked. My sanity is not feeling good.
Something's wrong. Oh, so wrong.
I need one more. Okay, is it in here? Is it just like that easy? Oh shit. Tell me it's like in this cabinet. Ah. Wait. Isn't this game blue screen your computer or something? I don't think so. I think this is just a straight up horror game. What? I thought that was an item you could pick up. Guess not. What's the other chemical that I need? Did I miss one? No, here it is. No, that's oil. What am I doing? There's gotta be like stuff under this, right? Oh, freaking tinderbox. Nothing.
Getting closer somehow.
Oh, I can't even get up. What was the memento? Find a way to climb back up. Yeah, no shit. Sherlock Holmes. How do you climb? How, hold on. How do I climb back up? There's nothing in here. Oh. Can I, like, leave from... I don't frickin' know. Oh, just get a chair and stand on it, I guess. No, that's not gonna work. Nah. Yes. No. It's gotta work, right? Am I doing this completely wrong? Can't go through there. Oh. So I had the right idea with the chair, but I was just using the wrong prop. Okay. That makes sense. Yeet. I just said yeet on stream, unironically. What a frickin' dumbass streamer. Does it say support me with Twitch Prime? What? Also, Galaxy Llama, how's it going? Is it the Amazon thing in the description? It's not Twitch, it's Amazon Prime. If you get Amazon Prime, it'll support me directly if you use that link. It's not even, you don't even have to do it. It's a frickin' free, if you do the free trial, it supports me. This game isn't giving me any spooks, really. To be perfectly honest with you. You know, it's just not that spooky. Okay. Where do I go? Where do I have to grab, like, next chemical? I'm lost as hell. I'll tell you that much. I've been here. Boxes. I guess I'll light one here. Hello? Red? Okay. Can't pick up any of those bottles. Wait, what? Amazon Prime. You can watch shows and stuff. You can get, like, free music. They've got music on there. I usually do it for, like, the shows and movies. You can watch, like, House. If you like House, then, yeah. Where's the next chemical? Did I, like, is it somewhere else? Or am I just, like, going crazy? I'm like missing it 100 times. Thanks for supporting me though. Like, thanks a billion. If you use that link in the description, it supported me. I get paid by Amazon. What do I do? I think this is why I, like, stopped playing this game, is because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. Okay, there's that one door that, like, was locked or something. Okay, I have a lot of oil left, so... Can I get this open? Okay, I can't open it. That's what I was missing, was this room. Oh, entrails.
What's happening? Oh, feels like my chest is going to burst.
Okay.
My God, Wilhelm, do something!
I can't see in these, like, cutscene situations.
How can you say that? Alexander, you piece of shit! Let us out of here!
I think it's only like $5 per sub, but I'm not actually sure. I don't remember. It's something, which always helps. Like, any amount helps. You can also order like free shipping on Amazon. God Christ. I keep falling off. Wound is bleeding quite badly, so if I do this... Few cuts and bruises. Okay, cool. You can order free shipping. Yeah. That's what I said. You can order products and you will get free shipping on those products. Turn on the burners. What? Okay. I did it. I bet you could order free shipping on Amazon. Just like straight up, just look for free shipping in the search bar. So air, yeah. Just air in a box. Maybe a box with no air. Wouldn't that be crazy? Just order... When you order a vacuum on eBay, it's literally just like a vacuum sealed bag. Where do I have to go? Down? Have I been down here yet? Oh, right. This is where I have to go. So use the acid on this. I got an achievement. Have I not gotten that achievement? Have I not made it this far into the game? I've only been playing for like an hour.
It sure is dark in here.
Yes, and there's a good reason for it. But you can light the lamp now if you wish.
I'm sorry for like the darkness.
Darkness, that is.
Yeah.
Stay close. Be careful not to stray.
What's the reason? Why is it so dark?
Pay attention, Daniel. It's important that you keep going straight and make sure not to stray.
Oh, hi. I rushed a little too far and there's a monster man. See ya, Galaxy Llamas. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the Amazon Prime trial. Anyone else who doesn't have Amazon Prime should totally check it out in the link in the description.
22nd of June.
Lore, don't care. Oh, whoa. Shit. They actually bust through. No, they don't bust through. What the hell is going on here? What am I doing? I'm just running in circles. And doors are opening. Lore, don't care about. Holy crap. Why am I frickin'... Okay, calm down, David. Please calm down. I can't play like this. God. Oh, you stand on that too long, it'll hurt you. David, please. Daniel, not David. Daniel? Yes, that's his name. Davey was the guy from the last game. Where do I go? What do I do? There's a door blocked from one side. I know that much. Oh. Earl. This is the worst. This frickin' screen blurriness is gonna give me frickin' motion sickness. This is what they were trying to avoid with the virtual reality games, was the screen shake. Oh, here's the jam. Cool. Thank you for less. This game making a good use of its physics engine. Ow. So don't stand on the flesh. Good to know. What? I haven't been thoroughly spooked yet. Oh shit. Nah, this is the worst. This is like the coolest monster, but like also the freaking scariest monster. The dude who like knows where you are in the water, but he's invisible. I think you just run. Yeah, okay. I'm pretty sure you can just outrun it. A heavy gate. Yes, thank you. What does the memento tell me? There must be an opening mechanism. This audio is really loud. God damn. Options, sound. Oh, now you know what sound device I have. Focusrite USB. Yeah, you can like spook him out with that, or like jape him. No, I'm pretty sure you're not fast enough to outrun that, but I could be wrong. Also, my Earl's getting low. I think it was that first room. Yeah, here it is. And then you just run, I believe. This is a cool idea for a monster, though. It's more like this whole game isn't. I don't know. Scary has gotten weird, I guess. And I think. Oh, there's another one. Like this game doesn't. It doesn't feel scary to me. I don't know how to explain it. Oh, it's eating the flesh of the, No, you took my only means of frickin'... Oh, it's gotta go eat both of those before it eats me. Go, 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 go! Open faster! No, go in. Okay, cool. You gotta have strong arms to open that with all that water in the way. It's locked with a simple lock. Okay. So what do I... What? What do I do then? Oh, locked it. Cool. Got past that weird section. YouTubers are easily scared, I believe. I think that's the issue here. Oh, just close doors behind me. This is intense. It's not spooky, it's just intense. game does a good job at making intense sequences, I think. Yes. Cool. Why does this old-ass castle have these relatively futuristic mechanisms? I don't know. I keep getting these achievements and, like, I don't know. I thought I played that. Maybe they added achievements in later? Okay, I think this is another hub area for a few good handful of puzzles. Here's a severed... You can literally just splash in the water. That's kind of neat. That's actually... Didn't notice the baby face spitting out that water, though. Let's, I might actually end off soon. Just because I've been doing it for a couple hours. I'm probably gonna look up a walkthrough for this. For this section. Maybe.
You have an ascending room. Will it take us to the inner sanctum?
It will definitely take care of the vertical part of our journey. So, you have ridden an elevator before?
Yes, the Colosseum at Regent's Park has one. It takes you to the gallery where you can view the panorama.
Good. This ride might be a little longer, and in the other direction.
So I gotta get the machine room key, right? That is the goal. Okay, I am gonna end it off here. It has been fun. Beginner's Guide was really fun. This has been fun so far. I haven't died, which is surprising in this game. I guess if you keep your cool enough, then you don't die in games like this. Storage. Okay, so I am gonna look up a walkthrough for next time I play this, which is probably gonna be tomorrow. But yeah, this has been cool. I do like the atmosphere of this game. It's an old, like, timeless piece of it's a timeless game. Good water geometry. Good splashes where there's no water. Cool. Okay. Thanks everyone for watching. That was cool. I do like this game. Like I said, I haven't beat it yet, so this will be first, and next game will be, let's turn off the BRB. Next game will, after I beat Amnesia, will be BioShock 1. And then BioShock 2 will be next. I have a lot on my plate. I might stream for a long time tomorrow. Okay. See you guys. It's getting late. Have a nice sleep. Have a nice night. Have a nice day, potentially, if you're in Europe. I don't know. It's too late for it to be day in Europe, I believe. Then day in, like, Asia and Australia. Okay, bye.